2025, they're our first semi-finalist in the Falcon Cup, whereas Phoenix will now go and battle in the rebound round quarterfinals next time. Well, let's take a look at our other quarterfinal on this side of the bracket. Spain Drone Team, Split1 and Red Sheep. They're up against the wildcard teams Danube and the Bob. And this is what we've been waiting for, as this is the first year that Danube has not been racing for SDT. He's up against his old teammates, some of whom he's flown with for years and years, some of whom he used to be the captain of. Now he's on the wildcard team with the Bob, who made a big impression on day one of the Falcon Cup. He's down in fourth. Red Sheep, brilliant young pilot for SDT, just ahead of him. And there's only 15 hundredths of a second between Danube and the leader at the moment, who is Split1 for SDT. So here's Danube's chase and passing him onto the start of lap number 2. Can Danube get away from there? Well, Split1 won't make it easy for him, and he certainly won't want to see anybody in front of him, and he doesn't because they are side by side. And Split1 pushing now towards the cathedral past Danube. Just a little tighter on some of the slalom turns leading up to it. That's where he made his move, and now we've got one lap to go, and Danube is all over the back of Split1. We're coming up to where he overtook him one lap ago as he swings around the roof. Different approaches to the Orca gates. Look at that, they cross paths. And Danube, trying to be on the inside afterwards, has got the lead. Split1 takes it back from him. Oh, this is going to switch back and forth again. We'll go into the cathedral. Split1 was better on the approach, but he's in second this time. Here's the ring drop. Don't mess it up. And Danube gets him.
No.
And look how pleased he is to beat his old team.
Insane.
Yes.
Whoa.
Well done, boys. That's a win.
Against Sally.
That is a
Cracked,
fucking win.
guys. Cracked.
Well done.
I haven't seen Danube celebrating like that in years. The Bob coming in third, Split1 between them, Red Sheep down in fourth. So there's Danube with a win in 2025, and he's so pleased about it, as he should be. He really fought for that one, and against Split1, who's one of the best pilots we have and a former world champion of the DCL. For the second race, let's meet their teammates. It's a new one for SDT. Ion has transferred from the China Dragons. He's with Captain Silvio. They're up against Gilbert and Nemuo. Gilbert we've seen in the DCL a few years ago. Nemuo, like the Bob, in his very first season. Everyone through that power loop of rings and round 8 to RL. And oh no, Nemuo hits that pylon absolutely square on. Sometimes you can bounce from them and keep going, but that one stopped him in his tracks. He's got a bit of catching up to do ahead of him. Silvio and Ion, they're trying to catch Nemuo's teammate though, Gilbert, who's got off to a really good start here. Let's see what happens with this ring drop. Oh, a little bit rocky for Ion, but it wasn't bad at all. The descent was pretty rapid. Still Silvio and ahead, wildcards Gilbert to catch up with. Gilbert's turn's a little bit wide, Ion's a little bit wider. Going into that Orca gate, just lost a tenth or two there as well. So it's now looking like Gilbert and Silvio are the tight ones battling for 1 and 2. And Ion can get back in contact with them. But he's going to need to do excellently here at the end of lap number 2. Silvio did really well there. It's now less than a tenth between him and Gilbert. And Gilbert's going to have to tighten these turns. And Silvio is usually very tight with his. Gilbert leads them again to the Orca gate. This could be his win, but Silvio's gone through him now. And he's out in the lead. And it's only 5 hundredths of a second, so Gilbert can still get that win back. But Silvio's not giving much room to spare now. He's hugging everything really tightly. But here comes Gilbert. And what a drop that is! He's got him at the finish!
Oh.
Let's
What?
go!
Oh.
Woo!
I clipped.
Right,
What?
we're 1 point up, boys. 1 point go.
Okay. This is doable.
They can't believe they got the win. I'm sure Silvio can't believe what happened to him either. Gilbert in front of him out of that final dive. What an incredible route down that was. Congratulations, Gilbert. And they'll be realizing that, in fact, they are 2 points up against SDT going into the big heat. Unbelievably, Gilbert was 0.45 seconds behind at the top of the cathedral, but at the finish gate, he was 0.48 seconds ahead. In this big heat, SDT are under a bit more pressure than maybe they would have expected. All of their pilots now up against all of the wildcard teams. The wildcard team with this 2 points advantage, they just need to score at least 4 points to take it to a tiebreak. At least 5, and they'll be the ones in the semi-finals. Split1 ahead of all of the wildcard team, and then SDT behind all of them at the moment, although Red Sheep went from 8th to 7th to 6th to 5th. He's up to 4th and now 3rd. Bob is the only one splitting him and this pilot, Split1, and as they go to the cathedral, Red Sheep moves up in a second. He turns 9 next week. What an amazing young pilot he is. He's just dropped out of the scoring for now. Silvio is the one who's in there in that top 4. So right now, this isn't enough for SDT. They'll just get 5 points, and the wildcard team will be very happy with the 5 that they'll take. So Silvio and Red Sheep, now they move. Yes, now they are starting to fill up into the top 4 places. The Bob, the only one of the wildcard team who's in there, he's doing everything he can in second to keep hold of that second place. And Nemuo is hovering around 4th. And if Nemuo, the other debutant for the wildcard team, can get that 4th in front of Red Sheep, that'll make it 6 points from 4, and that'll take us to a tie break. Nemuo trying to grab that one, the Bob trying to hang on to his. Silvio's only a few tenths behind him with Red Sheep as well. Nemuo's trying to get past them, but I think it's Silvio third, and Red Sheep keeps SDT alive.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought I missed the checkpoint. I thought I missed the checkpoint. Ah.
It's alright, it's alright. That's unfortunate. That's just unfortunate.
3 excellent races in that matchup. The third one won by Sally1, and that was absolutely vital for SDT. The wildcard team were really close to taking a life off of them. And the first 2 races in this series were won by Danube and Gilbert, but they were nowhere to be seen in the big heat. It was their new pilots, the Bob and Nemuo, who were keeping them alive. SDT come out of this 7 points to 3 winners. Overall, that makes it 16 points to 14, as close a win as you can get. SDT will progress on to our semi-finals, and the wildcard team will lose one of their 2 lives and have to fight on through the elimination bracket.